Hey everyone, in this video I'll be showing some of the items I received for a recent birthday that I had. So first up we have some Blu-rays, and this is the 80s classic Teen Wolf, which I never even had on DVD, and most everything I'll be showing you was specifically requested, some of my most wanted stuff. And here we see the back. And this was really good quality. I've never seen it look this good. Really cool stuff. And my version came with this card that was on top of the cover, but not really attached to the cover, and some sort of extra little new art they added in for this edition. So I just have it sitting on a shelf right now, but I thought that was pretty cool. And then next we have the remastered and unrated director's cut of Robocop on Blu-ray, and in my opinion this is the best and most definitive version of Robocop ever released on home video. Previous Blu-ray releases had significantly inferior transfers and I never picked them up, and this is also a movie I never owned on DVD, one of my favorites. Another 80s action classic. If you're a sci-fi fan, action fan, 80s movie fan, this is one of the all-time classics. And the unrated version has so much more gore and brutality and on-screen violence than the R-rated cuts that you might find. And if you are a Robocop fan and you have a version of this on Blu-ray that came out prior to this that's not this version, you owe it to yourself to pick this one up, because this is properly remastered, and I've read the reviews and seen the screenshot comparisons, and this one is the one you should have if you're a Robocop fan. So really great to finally have this in my collection. And last Blu-ray I'll be showing is the Ghostbusters 1 and 2 remastered in 4K set. I did previously own Ghostbusters on Blu-ray, but this is a set that came out fall of 2014, and these have also been remastered properly and optimized for 4K televisions, which I have one. So anyone with 4K televisions, until they start releasing those full 4K Blu-ray discs, these Blu-rays, they've been coming out, and there haven't been too many so far that say mastered in 4K. These are going to look awesome on your newer TVs. And for those of you who don't yet have 4K TVs, these will still look better than your standard Blu-rays that do not say mastered in 4K. And I've already looked at some of the... I haven't watched any of this yet, but I've looked at what some of the special features are, and there's lots of cool stuff on here. There's also a great full-color booklet that contains some interviews, full-color photos, which when I have the time I'll be reading through this, so it's a really great set to have if you're a Ghostbusters fan. So I'm really glad to add this one to the collection, and I really hope they don't screw up the third movie. And then next we have Funko's Reaction Diva Plava Laguna Fifth Element figure. As far as I know, the first officially released figure of this character, one of my favorites from Fifth Element, and really cool figure. Great job they did on her. I do plan to take her out of the packaging, and this is actually my most wanted figure of the Fifth Element Reaction series. I love that scene from the movie. Really cool pickup if you're a fan of the Fifth Element. And take a look at the back. They also have Ruby Rod, and of course Lilu and Corbin Dallas. None of these are must pickups for me right now, though I may grab one or two of these in the future, but as I said, this was the one I most wanted from the series, and I'm really glad they included her in the line. And then next we have Twisty from the TV show American Horror Story Freak Show. I've been watching the American Horror Story series since the first season, and I love it. I love how they switch things up every season, and I'm a huge fan of all things Evil Clown, Carnival, Sideshow, Circus, Freak Show, and before this was even announced that the last season of American Horror Story would be freak show themed. I was hoping and wishing they would do something like that, and I was so surprised and happy when I found out that's what they were doing. And I had read absolutely nothing online that hinted that they would do a season like that. But so if you're an American Horror Story fan, you should definitely know who this guy is. And if you're not and you're a horror fan, you should definitely give the show a chance. Each season is a different point in time. They use some of the same actors, but different stories, different characters. And this just came out within the past few months. There's some of the other figures in the series, but this was a must get for me, and I hope Funko or somebody does a more realistic rendition of the Twisty character, but I'm glad to have at least this for now. And then next we have NECA's Aliens Bishop figure, and he comes with the knife, different hand, and whatever that thing is. Yeah, whatever that thing is. And this is my first Bishop figure. I'm a huge fan of Cameron's Aliens, and I don't have nearly enough figures from the movie or the series in general. I have some old school ones, like from the 90s. These newer ones are photorealistic, and take a look at the back, and it's got some backstory on the character. You can see really great likeness of Lance Henriksen. So that's Bishop. And the last thing I'll be showing in this video is NECA's Ripley figure from their Alien line. She comes with Jonesy Cat, who you can see there, and that gun there. And you can see it's a really good likeness of Sigourney Weaver as she appears in the original Alien. Great detail. This is my first Ripley figure, and I'm looking forward to the version of her from Aliens, which is also supposed to be coming out this year, along with the Bishop split in half figure. And I know there's a bunch of other Alien stuff coming out later this year, including a new power loader. Just give you guys a look at the back. And that's Ripley from Alien. And here's everything that I wanted to show you guys that I received for my recent birthday. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.